Hello Pisces, and welcome to Elevated Intuition. We are looking at the energy or just doing a reading for you for November. So I'm going to ask a series of questions. We're going to work with 4 decks. These are more for like overall energy, and we'll get those out in a minute. This is going to be like some relationship information with everybody or working relationships. And then let's ask some questions, shall we? What energies will be flowing this month for Pisces? The month of November, what energies will be flowing for Pisces? And we get, wow, the Magician. So the Magician is somebody who is powerful Pisces. It's a powerful time to manifest things. It's a powerful time to go out and get what you want. The Magician has like all of the tools at his disposal. We've got swords and there's the sword here. Wands, cups, pentacles. So all of the elements, air, fire, water, and earth are at your disposal. Sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we can kind of be in the, oh no, what am I going to do? And then, oh, I remember, I know exactly what to do. So this is just like really kind of stepping up in your power and being that magical being that you are. Again, like I said, great time to manifest, great time to go after what you want. So if you haven't thought about what you want, think about that and go after it, because the Magician tells us that if you can dream it, you can achieve it. What was that? There's a song that says that. It was in a Michael Jordan movie, I think. The original Space Jam with Michael Jordan. If you can dream it, you can be it, you can achieve it. And that is the energy that will be flowing for you, Pisces, so take advantage. And where should your focus be for November? Oh, look at this, passions. So this is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands talks about like, what is it that you dream of? What is it? And again, you know, I told you to kind of think about that when we get the Magician and we get that energy. And, you know, I think, you know, if you have a passion project that you want to start for November, great time to do it, because we've got the energy flowing for it. We've got the cards saying that that's what you should focus on. That's the direction of your passions. Something that is important for you. Now, this doesn't, the Ace of Wands, you know, it's a great card. It's full of a lot of optimism. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to achieve what you're going for, but we've got the Magician over here. So both of them are ones too, by the way. So like great time for you to start something, Pisces. What is it that you want to start? Challenges you may face. What might be a challenge for Pisces? Oh, very interesting. So we've got the this is the 9 of Pentacles, but it came out in reverse. And I would almost feel, I feel like you might have some doubt, or like as you like reach some obstacles, you might kind of like, well, I don't know if this is where I really want to be, or, you know, my long-term vision really isn't there. I feel like your project, what you want to start here in November, may not pay off by the end of the month, and that's okay. You might have to go beyond that. And that's why I think we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse here. The 9 of Pentacles is somebody who has accomplished a lot of things, is self-made, is living in abundance. This isn't, I feel like it's not gonna pay, like I do feel like long-term, whatever you set in motion and you work at and you keep on, that it will pay off, but I feel like it might take a little bit longer than you think it will. And then sometimes when that happens and you kind of like question question yourself. You're kind of like, oh, really? Do I really have the power to do this? Sometimes we run into obstacles, especially on a passion project, to really, it almost feels like the universe tests us. Like, do we really want this? Is this really what you want? So it can kind of shake things out. It has the ability to do that when you run into obstacles, to go, oh, you know what? I really wasn't so married to that idea, or it really does, it isn't perfect for me. So it may be that if you have more than one idea, that you try a couple on for size to figure out what is going to sustain you in the long run. I feel like you also may not be taking that long view. A lot of times when we get the ace out here, it's such like, you're so living in that like honeymoon moment that you don't think like long term. Like it's such at the beginning of something that you're not thinking about marriage, or not necessarily that this is a relationship, but you know what I mean? Like you meet somebody and you're so excited about it, or you're so excited about this thing that you're not thinking long term or how sustainable it is for you long term. And I think that, the Nine of Pentacles coming out here is just kind of like, not necessarily a caution, but just reminding you have the power of the Pentacles behind you. You really have this kind of like, maybe you do need to kind of dial it down a little bit, and be a little bit more practical about your approach to this passion project, and something you should work towards letting go. You know what? I was gonna say it's coming out. So, okay. So we have the Three of Cups reversed, and we've got the Ace of Cups. I almost feel like whatever it is that you should let go, it could be a relationship. This reads very much relationship. Three of Cups could be a friendship, something that just isn't like serving you right now. It doesn't mean that you have to let it go forever. Maybe you're just not putting energy towards it this month, Pisces. It seems like you've got a lot of other things going on, but there's something not right in it, and there's no reason to keep pouring your energy in it, keep pouring your emotions in it when we have people that might be taking advantage of you. That could also be what is like draining some of this, to where you then come into obstacles. Could be somebody who, you thought was a really good friend, you thought was on your side, and you mentioned to them this idea that you have, this passion project that you have, and they're like, well, they just, it could be their own jealousy though, that they're not like fully on board with what you're talking about, what you're saying. Remember, embrace this, Magician energy. Like you are in control, you are in the power of it. The other thing is, when we have got like the Ace of Cups reversed, but we've got the Ace of Wands over here, is sometimes like we get super excited about something, but it's not as like emotionally fulfilling as it could be or should be. Again, I just feel like going back to this Magician, and understanding that you have the ability to make it and sculpt it into what you want, that it can be sustainable, that it can be practical, that it can be like this have this longevity that you want, even though this is the beginning, this is the start of where you are, and it can be emotionally fulfilling. I just feel like there is challenges over here with your emotions, Pisces. Now you are also a water sign, and so that can contribute to it. Like you're just used to dealing with emotions and being in your emotions. So this, we're going to pick a little bit different. I'm going to kind of spread these out here. You can see they're very kind of thick cards. So I have gone through and shuffled them very well, but it's very boring to watch because they're hard to shuffle. Okay, so overall relationships for November, this is for you, Pisces, and this romantic relationships, family relationships, more personal relationships. And we've got justice. So balance is really important. So whatever this relationship or this emotional pull is over here, I feel like, you know, it's reversed because it's not balanced and you need to bring things back into balance. You might have to put you know, we have justice. So what is just, what is fair, what is like good for both of you. You know, the scales are here for a reason. I also feel like for some relationships, you know, it is family relationships, parents, siblings, kids. It is, you know, justice is blindfolded, right? So you love them no matter what. And not passing, you know, judgment's not here, but justice and judgment are very kind of closely related to me, that you're not passing judgment on somebody. You're just loving them for who they are. And this could be even just, you have to step away for a little while because you can't do that. Or it can be just like stand alone on its own, that just a reminder of where your role is with that kind of thing, and your love. And then work relationships for November, we've got the 9 of Wands. This is, you know, we're talking about passion. 9 of Wands is a passion card as well, but this is like digging in your heels and making sure that your vision, that you follow through with your vision. It's interesting that we've got the 9 of Pentacles reversed and then the 9 of Wands upright. I almost feel like there's a boundary kind of that needs to be worked out between them. As far as, you know, the wands, you are kind of like placing this boundary. It's almost like a fence that you put up, like this is my spot. This is where I am. This is what's important to me. It's letting those people know that. Let me think, what else do we need to know about the 9 of Wands for you? Yeah, you know, sometimes the advice with the 9 of Wands is kind of like to move on or move past it. But I feel like when we've got these 2 Cups cards reversed, that that your feelings, your passions may not be respected. So you do have to kind of fight for yourself, for your vision, for what's right, work related. Doesn't mean that that is negative necessarily, but it does talk about like, if you don't want to be disappointed, then, you know, be prepared to stand up and fight for what you believe in. I think it's also confidence wise, knowing that you have this manifestation and this magician energy behind you. What else does Pisces need to know about November? You tell me something else for Pisces for November. Okay. We've got 4 cards here. I'll just take them all. Lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. I love this lion spirit. It is very regal. It does really remind me of kind of like the magician card, kind of like anything that you want, you could have, that you set your sights on. I almost feel like it's very related to justice in, you know, being fair and being giving and setting that intention that like you're generous, so you expect others to be generous with you. So I'm going to put the lion over here. Peacock spirit, let it shine. So I'm again, like kind of related to the magician spirit too, that don't be afraid to stand out. Also kind of like the peacock feathers fan out behind you, kind of like the 9 of Wands, like showing your cards, and this is who you are, and this is what you want, and this is what's important to you, and not being afraid to do that. Canary spirit, sing your own song. And I almost feel like, the 3 of Cups here is like you working together harmoniously with other people. But I feel like this, Magician card, it is like your singular vision, that it is important for you to put your own vision out there and sing your own song. And the Otter spirit, you are never alone. So I love this, even though you might, step away over here from relationships, you aren't alone. There are other people around you. I mean, even if you're defending your position over here at work, you're not alone. But I feel like that you're not alone in justice, like that very kind of reciprocal back and forth energy between you and your loved ones and your family. We're getting crazy because we're getting a lot of cards out here, Pisces. There's a lot of things for you, a lot of messages for you. What else does Pisces need to know about November? And these can be at different times and different aspects as well. I feel like there's a lot going on for you for November, so it's not even exactly that everything relates to one thread for you. Learn from life. So I love this. It's almost like this Magician spirit, you've been reading things in books, and now it's time to go out and fly and branch out, show your wings. Have air energy here, take flight, some confidence in what you know and the things that you know. I think also confidence, it kind of shows in the 9 of Wands as well, because it's hard to, and the Peacock spirit, it's hard to defend a position if you aren't confident in it, if you don't have the understanding and the knowledge that you do. I think this all really a lot goes back to that overall energy of the Magician for you this month. And I think that you're just going to go nuts with it, because you're just going to like, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And it feels like really good. And we've got air magic, like a lot of things coming in for you, a lot of ideas, a lot of setting of intentions on where you want to go and what you want to do. Because like once you accomplish one thing and accomplish another and accomplish another, that might be too why this 9 of Pentacles is reversed, because it almost seems like to get to like the longevity of something, that you have to focus singularly on something for a long time. And I feel like you are just like, it feels really good. It feels like a rush of energy. It feels like a lot of new passions. It feels like you defending your passions. It feels like you getting new ideas and you just going off and shining and singing your song and everything, and not being so concerned about the naysayers. Like lots of good energy, but like not the downside necessarily, but just expect that if you want to take something to completion, it's probably going to take longer than this month, and expect that you might attract some people who are jealous of you. And it's fine. Like you are holding your own, you're standing your ground, you're speaking, speaking your mind, sing your song, let your stance be known, and trust your knowledge, trust yourself, trust your gifts. I'm not even sure that I need to tell you that, because I think you'll feel it, especially when we've got this, the Magician energy flowing. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you have a fantastic month, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you.